homework. I told them every day you will build and ship.
Okay.
Because this person is between jobs, they have the time. So I said, every day you will build and ship.
Okay.
Okay. In 60 days, you will build a minimum of 60 things, a maximum of 100 things.
Okay. Sounds good.
So
Actually, actually, within this 60, I don't know, 40 days, 45 days, this is whatever I'm going to build, it's going to be my fourth.
See, awesome. So this is what I told her, right? In 100 days, you will have a learning portfolio of 100 things.
Okay.
And that would be your seed for your next job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So,
yes.
So I am somebody who is a sucker for quantity. Just go build as many things. It's okay if it is crappy. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Vitali, sorry. Go.
No, not at all. People feel free to stay on or leave. There's no forcing you to stay. Just stay if you want to. I just want to, so we spoke for about, please don't mind the children crying. So we spoke for about 3 hours yesterday while my children were playing football. And 1 second, let me just go in. I think it's high time. So what we realized was, see, the courseware is meant to help you with the fundamentals, right? And it will just provide that necessary lift for you to step up and see what you need. What you need is there in the course. What you want is something that is extraneous to it, right? Now, I don't want to give you any gyan. What I want to do is I just want to share with you what I have been building and go from there. And I want to tell you about how this value creation works, right? So let me just, how do I move this bar? Okay, got this bar here. Okay, so this is my GitHub. Okay, and it is not easy to learn GitHub. I have been training engineers for a very long time. It's very, very hard. So let me just tell you, if you are struggling with GitHub, it's entirely normal, entirely, right? And if you see, all I have been doing is making so many every day, something or the other. All of them are private. Like Karthi says, there's a graveyard of projects. Very few make it to light, right? Some of them quickly, some of them take some time. You see, I have about 103 repositories. Around 50 of them are created in the last 2 years alone. And this was the first one I made about 2 years ago. It was just I think I've shared with some of you. It was just a sort of a satire at my boss. My boss had a lot of Gen Z folks, and all I did was I just set this up and I said, "Hey, what's up?" And it sort of responds in a Gen Z tone. This took only 40 minutes for me to make. But the reason it took only 40 minutes for me to make was because I spent about 20 hours looking for the right way to plug in things, whether it is Zapier or anything, or whatever, right? So I chose Streamlit, which was coming up at that time 2 years ago when generally AI prototypes were the rage, right? Another reason why this took me only 40 minutes to make was because I'm an engineer. So I want to just tell you some brutal truths in the world today. Engineers are much ahead, right? And if you want to learn AI, you have to learn it their way first before you can create your ways, right? And the faster you learn their ways, it is hard, no doubt. But the faster you learn their ways, the more creative you can get in your ways. And Kathy and I have discussed in ad nauseum how much we can do in UI, user research and user design, right? User experience. So I just want to show you something quick, right? So after all that I did, like after 2 years of making 40, 50 prototypes, this is what I came up with. This is my personal website. Okay. And you can see this is a landing page with one picture, with one line, and with 3 links, right? And it took me 3 days. A person like me with 7 years of dev experience, it took me 3 days to set this up. I'll show you how it looks. Okay. So, Mitali, let's see. Yeah. So this is my website. Okay. Now, if you see on the back end, there's a lot. This is a lot of stuff, right? And I don't know Node. I only know Python, and I'm good at some DevOps, but I don't know Node. So all of this AI made for me. And then I asked it little bit every day. I kept asking little bit how to set up this app. And finally, when I got to actually setting this up in public, there is something called GitHub Actions. Okay, this automates all your deployment, your production, all of it, right? I didn't do it for this one. Let me see the other one that I did for. Setting this up was a pain. It always is a pain. Even with 7 years of experience, it is always a pain because you have to take care of a lot of things, right? And we can talk about those things, but just today is all about just telling you that it is a lot of pain. So what I did here is I also made a blog, right? And you will see again, I just said this is something that I just made 2 days ago, how much I wrote, right? And I'm trying to write every day. And these are just little notes that I have written. And you have tags, and if you go to the admin, you can just add a note and things like that, right? Super simple, super basic. I haven't done anything fancy, but it has been taking me time. The only difference between this and my graveyard projects is this is serious. So I do a little bit every single day. I don't give up. I'm resilient. And when I fail, I come back to it like maybe after 2-3 days because I want to give some time to think about options. So the whole point of showing you this is to say that you're struggling now, but you won't struggle 3 days later. And the more you make, the more you start to do things, right? Things will start to, the dots will start to connect. So you got to trust this learning process. Now, by the way, let me show you this this one, right? There are some agents here and there are some actions, okay? So in these actions, if you see, this is there is a file that you can add which will allow you to deploy as soon as you make changes. And I have seen a lot of vibe coders use this, right? They don't know how to code. They don't understand infra. They don't understand architecture, but they're doing it. They're making money. They're helping themselves and they are publishing wonderful things, right? All of this, if you see, it's working, but my code won't deploy. And I'm too lazy to go check why. I know the issues, and I know that if anybody can fix it, it is only me because I have a complete understanding of how web deployment works. But even me being me, I am not going into it and doing it. So I totally understand. I understand how hard this is. All I'm saying is just stick to it. If you see here, there's nothing much I have done in terms of, if I go back here, I've done nothing much in terms of value communication, right? There's a lot of value creation, there's a lot of value thinking, but very little in terms of value communication. But if I were to tell you that in, say, 15 days, you could have your own website, you could set up your own projects, you could have your own live resume, you could keep adding to it every day. Maybe, with Claude Code, right? Take a $20 subscription. $20 is nothing, right? It is 2,000 rupees for your investment. Just go ahead and do it, right? You will come out a winner. I guarantee it. I guarantee that you will be able to make multiple things. Just stick with it, be resilient, and get up every day, do small tasks. So this is all I had to show, but there is a lot more, 100, so many 100 prototypes, failures all over the place, right? So we need to. So here's the thing: failure seems to be a bad word, but I love the word failure because failure means I did something that was my ceiling, and my aperture has increased today. So tomorrow my aperture would be much more than my failure point. So I am so excited when I fail. So I'm hoping that you guys take something back from this. Just be resilient, keep going. Make things which you're passionate about. I love what I did here because I wanted to really be very funny at my next work meeting. I love this because my dad passed away 2-3 years ago. This is like a shrine for him. I also do this from an evals perspective because I'm an evals expert. I come back to this every single day. I write a note every single day. So I am a daily active user of my own app, right? Which I'm like really happy about, right? Do something which you're passionate about. Do your cooking stuff, do your children's stuff, do your sports stuff, health stuff, right? All of this will matter in the next 15 days, 1 month, 3 months. That's all I had, Karthik.
Thank you. Thank you, Mithali. I thought you were